Hey there, good to see ya. It is another spectacular and exciting episode of Fake Ass Podcast. I'm Brother Ramon.
And I'm Brother Jay.
And thank you for tuning in to Fake Ass Podcast. It's good to see you, and it's good to see you.
It's always good to see me. I try.
Is that your little mantra? Is that what you have on your bathroom mirror?
No. That says "fuck bitches, get money."
Obviously.
Yeah. But no, have fun while doing it.
Fuck bitches, get money, and have fun while doing it. That is the can-do attitude I like, man.
Exactly. Yeah. But no, that's more of a accidental, on purpose sort of result of just being me.
Being you.
Just being me. Just being a special little man. A special little star.
Yeah. You're my special little star.
I know that.
I don't like the tone. I don't like the tone. I wanted a little more, man, and you two, a little camaraderie. We're brothers after all.
Well, you can't always get what you want. But
That's true.
No, I fuck with you.
And I fuck with you too.
Yeah.
And hopefully you guys fuck with us as well.
You fucking better. And if you do fuck with us, how about you fucking hit that subscribe button?
Make sure you like, tell your friends, share, because we're trying to get this views count up.
I used to see this all the time and think it was bullshit.
What?
And not bullshit like a lie, but bullshit like shut up. But I do now get why it's annoying. We're in that weird category I'm sure you're seeing a lot of YouTubers in. And that's like, we got a lot more views than we do subs. What's
Yes,
that
we
about?
are.
We appreciate y'all watching, but how about you hit that fucking button? How about that?
Hit that button, smack it.
How about you smack? Nah, too many people say that. How about you tap that shit, dude?
Tap
You know what I
that.
mean? How about you tap that button real quick? You know what I mean?
Tap that button.
You know what I mean? How about, this is what you gotta do. You get your little mouse or your phone, right? You get it lined up, right? Hit it with a little.
That's
You know
what
what I
I'm
mean?
saying. Get your
Hit it with
phone
a
out
little-
and look.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, you got it, dude. You got it.
Oh, and then you bring in the pinky on that bell.
Ooh.
Well, it's good to finally be back here for episode 9 and only recording episode 9 once and only once because we never have any technical difficulties on this podcast. Everything goes smooth all the time because that's what it's about because we're two smooth dudes.
Can I be honest?
Be honest. Or actually be fake with me first and then be honest.
Okay, fake with you. I think that it is completely our fault and there's nothing that we can do better. The real shit.
Real shit?
I think our shit's getting tampered with, to be honest.
Oh. The deep state? Big YouTube, a big Spotify trying to bring us down?
No, I don't. No, it's not. It's happening. I don't. Listen, I can't explain it, but like, there's something weird going on. Like the last episode, we lost audio somehow, right? But we definitely recorded it. We had the SD card in there. We did everything right. For some reason, it didn't work. There's times we've lost video footage.
Yes.
After recording it, and it saved. And I don't know, man. It's feeling a little suspicious to me.
You think so?
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Is there anything that could happen that would say be done for the podcast for you? Some sort of technical difficulty or anything that'd been like, I can't do this anymore. I guess this place getting burned down. That really,
I almost thought that, but I was like, I'd record it in a cardboard box. I don't give a shit. I don't know. I almost said losing my limbs, but no. If you just set me up a little mic right here, I could still do it.
I'd want you to have
I don't know.
a hanging mic. Something like this.
Yeah. like a rapper.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one video? I don't remember her now. I wish I did. That one, the snow bunny with the big titties. That's rapping, but she like has no like rap accent at all, but her bars are like fire.
I want to say,
about?
yeah. I mean, I've seen a lot of snow bunnies with big titties online. Like
True. But what the fuck?
like
is
a
that shit?
lot.
She got the glasses on, like the rimless glasses, like you.
No, but I know what you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm
I feel
talking
like she was rapping with a little dog, but I could
maybe
be.
she might have a dog. She was in like a pink like tracksuit.
Yes.
What the fuck is her name?
I don't know, but let's see if we find her, and it's right here.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll
that
find
looks
it.
like her
Yeah, there it is.
in all her beauty.
Yeah, well, she can get it. She can get it. You know what I mean? But yeah, her flow is crazy. You know, she's like, hit up your man. He's a rear. Hit up your man. He's a rear ender. He got money. He's a big spender.
Bitch, what we doing here? I'm swimming in the money. I need scuba gear.
like it's a lot of like, you know, like her she be pronouncing the fuck out of some shit. You know
Good diction.
Yeah. Bitch, you know me. I got good diction. I call your man. He give good dickin'.
Keep your boyfriend. I'm not caring about his ass. Never been a Karen. Only thing I'm caring about is cash.
Yeah. White bitches rapping is really funny.
Thinking of rapping, this is one of my favorite. Now this is side tangent. You know, me and Brother Jay love side tangents. But have you seen this guy on social media? His name is Ari. I think Ari at home or Ari is home or something like that. Okay. So what he does, he's a little white kid or white man from the New York area, and he just walks around with all of his producing gear on, and he's just making beats like right there on the spot and having people freestyle in the city. If you have
I've seen videos like that.
If you have not seen him, you or the Fappers, he is one of the most entertaining because he's a really good producer and he knows how to spit bars. And when he's just going around New York, it's this super diverse and beautiful city, and just getting all different types of walks of life to just spit down and do some freestyling, it's a rabbit hole, I'll tell you that much. Once you start watching this guy, you could spend a whole weekend just watching his content because it's so good. It is spectacular. So if you have not watched it, I'll make sure if I fucked up his name or didn't say the tag right, we'll have it all right here. Definitely give that guy a watch because it's delightful. It's delightful.
All right, I gotta lock in.
Here on the corner, kill the mic, call the coroner. Coming right back, I got more for ya. I don't wanna give just 4 for ya. We doing 8 and change, I'm about to make it rain. Magic like David Blaine.
Heard, yeah. I think that's a good idea. You know, it's funny how many people are coming up with like genuinely good ideas, like for street content. Like we have something planned that we're gonna do, for that man on the street shit. We've talked about this. Do you remember what I'm talking about? The thing in the bar. I don't want to spoil it on here, but the bar, the thing where we go to bars. Do you remember that?
Yeah, we go to bars and we order drinks and eat food.
No, we go to bars and we
go to bars and we pick up on women and bring them back here and get them to talk for us.
No. We go to bars
we go to bars and complain.
No, we go to the bars and then I'm gonna bleep this out. But we go to bars and then we the where we get people to like bad shit. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Wow, I can't believe you just said that. But yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. We
you all didn't hear that. It was all bleeped out, but he just said some wild stuff.
Yeah. It's a fun idea. I'm excited to start doing that. It's summertime. It's the best time to start doing that, actually. We should get to that.
Speaking of summertime, it's July.
Yeah.
We are halfway done with 2025.
Isn't that crazy?
What a year it's been. How's it been for you? What do you think of the 2025 so far? I still don't believe it's been half a year already. It doesn't feel that way.
Well, if you do your research, then you would know that when they activated the Large Hadron Collider...
Here we go. Here we go. No, keep cooking. Keep cooking. The stove is on. Keep cooking.
They opened up a black hole and fused our dimension with another, and the second dimension, time moves faster. So that's why you feel that way, Ramon. Okay? It's not just because you're getting older and time is becoming relative. It's not that. Okay? Get your head out of your ass, okay? It's the aliens and the Jews.
It always is. But no, thinking about that point, I'm very interested.
Hold on. I think it's so funny to think of the idea of, like, somebody blaming the Jews for, like time. I was late for work today. I slept in. Fucking Jews.
They do that all the time, you know.
Do they? Who's blaming Jews for time moving?
You'd be surprised, buddy. You'd be surprised.
They control the media, the banks, the time.
Now I'm imagining some racist fuck talking
my
like
tooth
at
on
the
this.
bars, like I get tan to these Jews. Like, oh, what's going on, man? It's just they're always messing stuff up. Always, they're greedy. They're controlling all of Hollywood. They control everything. Yeah, they control everything. Yeah, even space time. What? Yeah.
I don't know if you know this. Do your research. Father Time, his last name was Weisengoldenberg. All right? Look it up.
Look it up. Do your research. Just fucking watching QAnon shit all day. Just.
That's the funniest. I always want to do that, actually. I have like this
What?
thing of, I'm always thinking of shit like this that are like funny fake conspiracy theories that are so stupid. And I always want to like post these on Reddit or something and see if like they'll catch fire. But I feel like that's that's dangerous, you know?
Oh, for sure. 'cause
And
you
that's
don't
why I
wanna
don't do it. But I think it's,
For me, I'd want to do positive stuff because I'm a positive guy. I would want to try to spread some positive but really fake stereotype.
right.
You know, something out there that gets the conspiracy going on Reddit and saying, like, have you heard about how all Asian people's, hugs come from straight from the, I don't know, from the rice gardens?
They give the best hugs.
They give the best hugs. Just something that's like sounds really racist, is racist and stereotypical, but it's all based in like positivity.
Yeah.
And see if you could get that going. How unfortunately positivity doesn't spread like that. You
Not
have
at all.
more better chance to say something racist and dumb, like black people bleed blue blood.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Spread that out there. That the chances of that catching fire and spreading is way better than something positive. You hear them naggers got blue blood? Saw it on Reddit. It's true. That's why their skin's black, is because their blood's blue.
Pronouncing it like naggers is so funny. I think I told you about this. I might have mentioned this in the Christmas episode 1, right? I think there was I mentioned this on there, but there was a point when I had an idea for. I almost actually did this, but I really thought about it one day, and I was like, this is too dangerous.
All right.
Was I had the idea of saying online that that Christmas was a Jewish conspiracy, and it was like a plan so that like the Jews can trick us all into blowing all of our savings every year, so we never like rise through the ranks, and they could keep
Yeah.
power. But the problem with that is that there's too much there for like an insane person to grab onto, like actually, and then that becomes I remember one time I was in like 6th grade, right? And
Story time.
story time. I was in 6th grade, and I used to love doing this kind of thing, just saying fake bullshit to people, like as a joke. And then because they're middle schoolers, I knew that it would like spread, and then seeing how long it would take for it to come back to me, right? And someone tell it to me like it's new information. The first time I did that was, I remember this is like, we're in 6th grade. We're just starting to beat our dicks, right? Some of us are,
Whoa, stop. Hold up. You're just like, yeah, it's the 6th grade, moment we all start beating our dicks. Anyway, it's just like, wait,
is that not...
I mean, sure, but it's continue the story that way of just...
Listen, I remember specifically being on the bus and bragging about like, guys, I made something come out last night. It was awesome. And we're all like, really? We can't. We've been trying. And they're like, yeah, dude. And then we're like, and then somebody be like, wait a minute. Was it clear or cloudy? It was clear. Why does that matter? That's bullshit. I don't count. You didn't hit puberty yet.
You deadass remember having conversations like that?
Shout out Devin Pickett. He's a comedian. He remembers that. We were he was in my crew in middle school.
In the Beat Meat crew?
In the Beat Me crew. Yeah, he was there. He was
Y'all
there.
just talking
He was
about
a homie. Yeah,
the
yeah.
Biscotti. Now imagining you, the Beat Meat crew, actually bringing like samples of just like, this is how...
Vials. Yeah.
The Beat Meat crew. Anyway, what
yeah.
about you and the Beat Meat
Yeah,
crew?
yeah. I remember telling people that the reason you get immediately sleepy after you bust is because the physical like tax on the human body for busting is the same as if a grown man pulled a truck a full mile on his back. You know what I mean? Like you've seen
What a
like,
hero.
yeah, right. You've seen the strongman competitions where they like get the chains and they're like dragging
yeah.
the like. I was like, yeah, pulling. That's why you're tired. and people are like, wow, that makes sense. You know what I mean? And then like a month maybe later, I'm at lunch and someone comes up to me and we're talking about something like this again, and somebody goes, hey, you know what I heard? The reason you get tired after you bust is because it's like dragging a tractor trailer a mile straight on your back. And then everybody's like, no way. And I'm just sitting there dying laughing and being like, that's crazy.
I feel like the evangelical Christians are like the really like the wacky ones, wacky Christians. They're probably their excuse is like, oh, if you ever masturbate, which you shouldn't, because God hates you every time you do. Every time you come in God's eye. Just know that. But
that motherfucker blind by now.
yeah, it's
From me
covered in-
alone.
But no, an idea of like the reason you get tired is because you're dying. Every time you get rid of that little sperm that makes you, you're giving way of your soul, and that's why you're sleeping. You're trying to die, so don't do it.
Gross.
Gross.
Gross. I like mine better. Mine's better.
Mine's better. Sorry.
I'm on my yearly rewatch of Arrested Development right now.
Yearly.
Yeah. That show and Venture Bros are two shows I rewatch every year, like for sure. And I love Lucy. Have you ever seen that show?
Venture Bros?
No, Arrested Development.
No.
Oh man, masterpiece. Masterpiece. 10 out of 10 comedy. It's one of those I've probably watched it 10 times easily, front to back. I still catch new shit. And people were real. I just talked to a girl about this the other day, and she said the same thing. I was suggesting shows to her, and she was like, I brought up AD, and she was like, probably seen it 10 times, still find new shit. I'm like, yes. That show is so dense with jokes, but the mom is so mean. There's a part where like she's always talking shit to the daughter, and she says something to the daughter, like she burns her, and the daughter burns her back, and it's like, yeah, okay, but the mom's is really funny, and then like she could tell that like that hurt her daughter like emotionally, and so she's sitting there for a minute, and she looks at her almost like you think she's gonna apologize, and she goes, "Mine's better," and then just goes back to ordering a meal. I love that show. That show's hilarious. Shout out a real one. R.I.P. Lucille.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Lucille.
But yeah, anything about this year so far that you really like, dislike, whatever?
Game releases this year have been pretty fire. Not gonna lie. Splitgate 2 pretty good. I'm playing Claire Obscure right now, Expedition 33. I showed you that game, didn't I?
Probably.
That was the turn-based thing where you're like, it's like the active QTE, almost like Legend of Dragoon. So like, it's like a turn-based game, but when you go to attack, it's almost like Paper Mario or something. You gotta like actively like hit the button to like do more damage, and when they attack you to like parry. But it's crazy because it's like, it's not like Paper Mario where it's just the one button. Like in this, there's a parry, which hurts them back, a dodge, which just negates damage, and a jump. So depending on like what they do to you. So I've seen like end boss battles, like clips of this game, and it's like nuts. Like these boss fights are, it's like Dark Souls. They're just like bang, 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 like hitting you. And this guy's like parry, parry, dodge, parry, parry, jump, parry, parry, dodge, parry, parry, jump, and it's like fucking nuts, dude. That game's already hard. I can't imagine.
But for me, this year's been fine. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. Recently got in a car accident.
You did.
Yes, I did.
How you feeling? Are you still feeling okay?
Feeling all right.
All right.
Don't have that car anymore. In the search of a new car. By the time this episode comes out, I'll probably still be in the search of a new car. We'll see. Here's a picture of me in my old car saying goodbye to it. I had to say goodbye to it because my insurance, the damages on it, are just all towards the back, and what it would take to fix the car is way more than what the car is worth. So I'm just getting that settled out with my insurance and taking it from there. But on that, as you guys aware, a lot of improv, a lot of shows. Just got done with Truth About Love. That was a lot of fun. Now for July, every Thursday for the month of July, my other horror-based team, Let's Play a Game. We're going to have a show every Thursday night at the Annoyance Theater, so check that shit out. RPG 13 got a lot of summer stuff going on, so, staying busy with that. But, yeah. But honestly, when it comes to video games and stuff for me personally, I haven't really played anything from this year. I just haven't played anything new because nobody got the money for $70, $80 games.
True.
Although, oh my goodness, cannot wait to get a fucking Switch.
Yeah,
that Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Tripping, although I'm gonna be real, I saw the transformations and shit. That game is looking better.
It looks
so
good, and so eventually I'll get that, and I can't wait. That's the
Don't
thing
need to
I'm
bring it
only
over, but-
legitimately excited for. That and Ghost of Yoti. Other than that, that's really it.
I don't give a shit about either of those.
And they don't give a shit about you.
Well, okay then. All my like day one buys. I was talking to my boy Dylan about this. Shout out Dylan. I was all of my like things I see that I go, that's gonna be a day one cop for me, are like not full price games for the most part.
Good.
It's all like the Marvel Cosmic beat 'em up thing, the Scott Pilgrim beat 'em up coming out, shit like that. I guess that the Marvel Token battle or whatever, the fighting game.
Yeah. You said Marvel Token, and I just thought
that
about
what it's called?
no, I think that's what it is called, but I'm just thinking about like
Black
a Marvel
Panther?
game with just token characters.
Black Panther, Miss Marvel, Psylocke,
Professor X.
for what? Oh yeah. Who else? Who else are like the one? How many other? Now I think about it. Who's Hispanic? What are the? Wait a minute. I just realized
What?
where are the Hispanic superheroes in Marvel?
I-
They got everything else.
I'm Googling that right now.
Who are the Hispanics?
There has to
Is Sunspot Puerto Rican?
Sunspot.
Yeah.
This sounds like an X-Men.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know shit about X-Men.
You never watched 97?
Nope.
Are you serious? You didn't watch X-Men 97?
What did I just say?
That's crazy. Dude, that show's fucking awesome.
That's great. That's
Dude,
great.
you gotta see that, dude. It's fucking sick. I mean, it doesn't matter if you care or not. It shit's fire. It's straight up like an X-Men anime. It's fucking dude, the writing's amazing. You gotta watch that. It's sick.
I've heard it before, buddy.
Oh man, that's crazy. You learn something new every day, you know, even about your best friends. That's crazy.
I've just never been big into X-Men ever.
Me either. Well, when I was growing up, obviously everyone liked, I think, X-Men, but the cartoon was out and shit, but you saw they're doing
Okay, here are a list of
Hispanic Marvel
You
characters.
were right. Sunspot is Hispanic.
Is he Puerto Rican? What is he?
Brazilian American.
Gross. I thought we had one, boys. I thought we had one.
Also, our boy Miles Morales. You know, he's half.
Yeah,
he's
but
a half-seas.
yeah, but he's like mixed, and they really claim him on the other side. Let's be honest.
There's this character called America Chavez.
Oh yeah, she's Mexican, isn't she?
Let's go with Shore.
She was in the Doctor Strange movie, the second one. Remember? Did you see that?
America Sheva, right?
Chavez.
Chavez. I just said Chavez.
Yeah.
I don't know why it looked weird. America Chavez, aka Miss America. Miss America, Marvel's lesbian Latina
She's lesbian,
superhero,
too?
first appeared in 2011 in limited series Vengeance. Right? There's
She's Mexican?
Robbie Reyes.
Oh, true. Robbie Reyes. Yeah. He's the Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Spider-Man 2099.
True. Miguel
White
O'Hara.
Tiger.
Yeah. Yeah. White Tiger got to be Puerto Rican.
White Tiger.
He in New York. He got to be Puerto Rican.
Angela Del Toro. I don't know. Nova. Firebird.
Nova's Puerto Rican? Nova's Hispanic?
Blue Beetle. Oh, that's
DC.
That's DC. It's gonna be DC shit now.
Hmm.
But yeah, there's a handful of Hispanic Marvel superheroes. Now you know.
Not enough.
I agree.
Not enough.
I agree.
Those are rookie numbers, baby. Let's crank up those numbers. You know what I mean? Also, those are. See, I don't know. I almost said also those are all pretty lame, but like, Ghost Rider's sick, but they gave him a Hellcat, which is racist.
You think so?
Yeah, give him a fucking motorcycle, dude. And then Nova, I don't like. Is Nova technically Hispanic? I guess. I mean, isn't he like an alien?
I think so, but
I
maybe
mean, to
when
be fair,
he's an alien, right?
to be fair.
Um,
America Chavez is wild because I'm pretty sure she's Mexican and her power is dimensional border jumping. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
I'm not even making a joke. That's facts. Like, literally, her power is she can like punch holes in dimensions and jump between them. And it's like, yeah, she's just illegally crossing throughout dimensions. That's wild work. And the bitch
Thinking
America.
of Marvel, It makes me think about Disney, which makes me think about Pixar, which makes me think about the new Pixar movie that just came out. I think it's called ELO or whatever.
That's impressive that you can even think about that movie.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's about a little Hispanic boy going into space and having outer space adventures. I don't know. But long story short, that movie did not do too well in the box office. And there was a quote from someone from Pixar. It's like the struggles of trying to do an original movie and then not have that original movie do well. So therefore, the studio gets trapped to doing Toy Story 27.
I saw that too.
So it's just this that brings me on to this topic of, what do people really want? Because the box office, people speak with their wallets, right? So when people purchase movies or games or whatever, are they purchasing original content or sequel, nostalgia bait, whatever? And my thing is, I believe it is mostly just a big corporation problem, as in Disney, Nintendo. It's these legacy companies that are having this trouble, because I believe original content is still doing fine when it comes to smaller studio things. That's why people are always excited about new games all the time. We always want something new, something great, something different. We're not, although we do get excited about our sequels and our remakes and shit like that. Majority of gamers specifically, we want that new shit. We want that new game that's gonna blow our minds to produce more sequels. We're not always just waiting for, I can't wait for Resident Evil 10. I can't wait for Final Fantasy 17.
I'm gonna be real.
I can't wait for Persona 6. Hurry up, Persona 6, drop.
Hard disagree, especially with games. I would say
hard
more with
disagree?
games than anything.
So you think
I would say the only industry that I'm immune from that with is shows. Like new shows, I fuck with. Spin-offs of shows, I don't fuck with
that's a great
that
point.
much. Video games, nah. I would say even especially games. But it's a shared problem between games and movies, is that y'all should never locked up Harvey Weinstein. All right, that's the problem. All right, because there's a direct correlation between that motherfucker being in cuffs and the quality of Hollywood going down. Okay, that's all I'm saying. All right, listen. I don't know. I don't have inside info. All I'm saying is I can't help but notice a coincidence. Okay, is that the problem is Hollywood and the game industry, which is basically tethered together now at this point.
I really want to edit like a free Harvey Weinstein.
I never said
text
that
on your shirt.
I never said free him.
That's what it sounds like.
I didn't say free
That's
him.
what people are typing in the comments right now, and I'm typing with them. Brother Jay is tripping.
I didn't say free
Believe all
him.
women.
I didn't say free him. I said locking him up had a direct effect on the quality of product that y'all pushing out. Okay. Listen, maybe it's a coincidence, but it doesn't feel like it. Okay. And like the thing is you've lost trust with people because it all sucks, dude. Like even the music industry, like, you know how many times like at work I'll hear a song that's just a complete cover of another song?
All the time.
All the time now. Most songs now are in some way have influence from older songs, and it's like it at this point the audience is like, fuck it, give me the remake, because I don't trust y'all on these new IPs. Like especially whenever we see like with gaming, like whenever we see these like summer game fest and shit, the Xbox like the last Xbox Direct was a great example. It was pretty good. They announced a lot of decent looking games, but you know what the number one thing online was, and also from me? That's all cool, but where's Halo? You announced Gears E-Day. Where's that? Where's Elder Scrolls? Where's Fable? Where's all these things that we like and we already know and we're already looking forward to, and our sequels or remakes or spinoffs, and like you guys are just giving us, oh cool, Patrick in space, it's like cool, you know what I mean? Like,
but wait until you play Patrick in Space.
No.
No.
You know what I mean? Like
you got to give Patrick in Space a chance, dude. The gameplay, I heard the story's pretty good in Patrick in Space. Kind of like Death Stranding, but in space instead. But there you go. Now it's influenced based off Death Stranding.
Fuck you.
Damn. I pre-ordered Patrick in Space. And Deluxe edition.
No. And the thing is like, I saw, who was it? it was some video game YouTuber that mentioned this, and he's right. Unreal Engine 5 is like kind of one of the worst things that ever happened at games.
I think so.
Because it's all so easy to use, the assets are so easy to preload, and the graphics look so good that it created this like baseline standard for games now, right? Like where a game will be like, wow, that looks really pretty, and it looks really graphically impressive, but it has no personality. Like it just looks like every other game that looks that good, you know? And so now it's almost like good graphics are like, don't look good anymore. Because it's like now it's like, yeah, this looks photorealistic, but like, where's the creativity?
I feel like we had a discussion about this like episode 1 or 2. Could be capping, but about the idea of like all games look great now, so graphics really aren't that big of a selling point. It's like they're all
Right.
look great, so
Right.
that should even be like how good this game looks. We know all games look great for the most part.
Yeah, the thing that's gonna actually make it stand out is creativity. Like, have you heard about that game?
Patrick in Space?
It's like I think I showed you the trailer for that. It's like American Samurai Story or whatever.
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about? It's a game about basically if like it seems like if Japan won World War II and then influenced everywhere. So like it's a game that takes place in America, but America is fully like yeah.
Okay.
And so like it's like a post-apocalyptic zombie apocalypse in America that was fully embraced into Japanese culture. So there's like a part where it talks about like the president like strictly has like a 2-hour window every day where he ceases all presidential activity and watches anime. You know?
It kind of lost me here. At
You
first
know?
I was like, oh, and that's like, oh, so this is some wacky shit?
It is. It's wacky as
Some
fuck.
like Play No Hero shit? Oh, no,
Yeah,
Play No Heroes.
No More Heroes?
No More Heroes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, yeah. It's like that. Yakuza, like it has this incredibly like what the fuck is happening in this game even. But like the trailer looks so interesting and so creative and stupid that I'm like fucking on board for that. You know what I mean? I'm like, give me that, dude.
Do we ever get past sequels? Are we stuck in this all of media, or is there a time, a renaissance of original content overwhelming sequels, and we're just back
Well-
into like original content as being what everyone wants?
Okay, so the problem is that
I'm looking for the solution.
right.
goddammit. But continue.
Right. But the problem is that actual creativity is left corporate America. Right? So like
Well,
there-
man, it was never in corporate America.
Damn right. Well, it used to be. You know, back when Disney started and shit. You know, I mean, those artists were genius.
Yeah.
Walt Disney's a genius. All the actual creatives are like doing things like starting Supergiant, right? Like those, like the Supergiant are the people who made Hades and stuff. Those guys aren't working at EA, right? Because it's creative bankruptcy, right? I have a friend who works.
You have a friend?
I have a friend who works at NetherRealm, right? I'm not gonna say his name. I met him before 11 came out, I think, and he was excited about 11, kind of. But I don't remember him really ever feeling like he likes that job, but he's not like thinking that they're doing great work over there necessarily, right? And it's because WB sucks, and like WB as the parent, and I don't think it's NetherRealm's problem. NetherRealm has always put out fire. It's WB. All the problems with these games have come from WB. It's all these like. I saw this video recently that was talking about this concept. I don't remember exactly what the word for it is, but basically it's the idea that like, and I related it to us with this podcast. It's the idea that like, when you have this goal, this lofty goal, right? This huge goal, the natural human thing to do is to like chop up your roadmap to get to that goal into these like sections, right? And each of those sections are important. Sometimes a section is temporary. Sometimes it's something you have to adapt for the whole time and get started and blah, blah, blah. But people will tend to do this thing, this natural human thing to do, and corporations and companies do this too, where they'll like get really pigeonholed and really like wrapped up in this like one part and then forget about the goal and then like just sort of fuck up the goal because they're worried about this one aspect of it, right? So like when it comes to gaming, the number one should be fun, always, right? And some of you might disagree with me out there, okay? I've heard people disagree with me at this point before, but let me explain.
About fun and video games?
Yes, right? Fun should be the number one thing whenever you're thinking about a mechanic, the game, every aspect of the game, fun should be first, right? And gaming is business, so you're trying to make money. I understand that. Not everything can be free to play. Not everything can be just, free to access. So you have to think about how to monetize. But like, ultimately, if it's not fun, nobody's going to play it. You're not going to keep players. So like, you shouldn't be thinking about how does this make money. It should be how is this fun? How does it engage people? How do people stick around, right? And when you're worried too much about things like, how are we going to make money on this and not is it good? Then like that's how you end up with a situation like we have now where every single game has this like huge fucking lofty microtransaction storefront. And like now it's becoming a thing where indie games that don't have these things like Hades, Moonlighter, stuff like that, these are video games. These are art. But something like Call of Duty, Fortnite, these are businesses. These are games that act as businesses, right? You're opening a store, you're selling products, right? Your product is to sell a product. In the same way that like Supreme is the product because it's like the branding, but they're selling socks. You know what I mean? You gotta sell. Supreme as a name is great, but it don't mean shit if you're not selling socks. You know what I mean? If you're not selling shit. You're selling a crowbar with your name on it. You know what I mean? So like, when they're getting too focused on this thing and they're not thinking about is this fun or not, and then that's the issue with corporate America in general, but corporate gaming. So like, I don't think they're ever going to get away from it because these things are only happening more and more. So like these studios don't understand and don't know how to like be creative anymore, right?
I want to
Only indie
argue
studios
real
do.
quick of just the idea of like, because we always think about corporations and them not really understanding what the people want and stuff like that. I want to say, I'm an optimistic guy.
Sure.
I want to say these corporations are smart enough, but I think it's the greed about it. Like I even think about the stuffy guy. Don't get me wrong. I think the higher you go, there are pretty much stuffy people in high ranking positions in companies that really don't get art. You know what I mean? I think that's just, they get bills, but I feel like even for them, I still feel like I think we'd be surprised with how many of them actually do appreciate good art and shit like that, but they don't care. It's the idea of money is more important. They understand that, yes, we could take the time and produce more art and have it be more impactful and this and that. However, it's not going to bring us enough money. So who gives a fuck about the artistic vision and shit like that? We're trying to get monetized. We're trying to get sponsorships. We're trying to make sure this is as sellable as wide ranging. So by that, we might have to bring down the creativity, and maybe it heartbreaks them, but I feel like their heart's gone at this point. I think it's just filled with I get it. It's kind of horseshit. It's whatever, but it sells. So push it out. They acknowledge versus I think a lot of us think they're doing the head scratching every time something flops or doesn't sell. It's like, why didn't we did the new Snow White. We did this. Why didn't people really love it? I think they do understand why people didn't love it for whatever reason when they fuck up. Some of them, I think, I don't know how many percentage wise, but I think there's a large percent of them that realize when they fuck up, but keep going because it's all about that money, baby.
No, I don't agree that they know, because think about some of our prior bosses, right? We've discussed this. When you start a business, when you start anything, right? This is something that I personally kind of struggle with the podcast, right? When we started this podcast, before we started it, right? We were first and foremost fans of the industry first, right? And that's what got us into it to begin with. But like, because I'm busy making this one and trying to, make money and do all my other shit, my time for actually listening to others and other podcasts has diminished. It's not gone. I still do it. In fact, I just recently started listening to a new one recently. It's not new, but new to me. I knew it was around. I just recently started actually watching a bunch of episodes. It's Matan. You know who Matan is? He's the kid who like won in the Game Awards. Started talking about how Bill Clinton is on the Epstein list or whatever the fuck. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Anyway, he's funny. He's like an internet personality. If I showed you a picture of him, you'd know.
Okay.
So he anyway, his podcast is good. I've listened to less. The problem is, you get in this weird space where it's like, I don't want to overindulge because I don't want to accidentally, subconsciously steal from shit. I want to be creative, but also I need to be a participant still. right? Because if I get too far away from that side of the table, then I'm forgetting what that side of the table wants,
Yeah.
you know? And I can't imagine these like CEOs and board of executives and all these people are sitting around playing games. You know what I mean? These like grind set bros.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like people who were like, you know, if you're circling, talk about money and nothing else. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
these are the same people who think that video games are a bad thing and a distraction and a waste of your time. So they're not playing them. So if you're not playing games, how the fuck do you know what's good and what's fun? You know what I mean? Like if you look down on your audience, right? Indie developers don't do that, right? Like they are gamers.
Now that got me thinking, and we'll move on to our next probably final topic of the day after this. But it makes me think that they couldn't have started out that way, or do some just start and work their way to high level positions and then just work at multiple different high level positions in their career? Because when you talk about we've been talking about video games, so we'll stick to video games. A video game exec not playing video games, you would think they started off playing video games and then they work their way up in whatever gaming field, and now they're a high level executive. But now they're at a point the way they're not gaming like they used to back in their old teenage days, early adulthood, stuff like that. Now they're trying to focus on that money, how to make this business more profitable, how to get the sales up. So they might be becoming more and more detached from what actual gamers and what the consumers truly want.
For sure.
You know?
And like they're not reading comments. They are having somebody else read the comments and tell them about it. And like, how often do people want to be the messenger of bad news all day, every day?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's so many things that come out that just get ripped in comments. And I'm just thinking, like, they have to be seeing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then they come out with a sequel for that thing. And it's like, okay. You know what I mean? I guess they didn't, you know?
Reminds me of going back to Disney, Lilo and Stitch. Do you know
that's
the
a mess.
live action made bank? It just skyrocketed. That the original made a lot of money too, but not in theaters. It was one of those things where it made a decent amount of money in theaters and then made a big resale when it came to DVD and VHS sales. That's a lot of early Disney from the 90s, the early 2000s. Not doing well in theaters, but killing it in the home department. So for this live action movie that a lot of us didn't see, that's cap. A lot of people did see. Obviously, we didn't see it, but talk a lot of shit about this. Why are they remaking this? Whatever. However, people pay with their fucking wallets.
Yeah.
And they went to see them in droves. And who did? A lot of us, millennials and people who grew up with it, bringing their kids because we remembered it. And it's summertime, and it's like I gotta get them out the house somehow.
Right.
But also having that nostalgia with it, and it just did so well in sales that most likely we're probably going to get a sequel to a live action movie we really didn't want a live action remake to, but we'll probably get a sequel to it because it did so well. So, fappers out there, if you want to support original content and speak with your wallets, do that. Go and support original content so we can get out of the age of sequels and remakes and bring in a new age, a new dawn of creativity.
Yeah.
Just so it happened recently these past couple of days. By the time it comes out, we actually might be in the weeds and the trenches. We'll see. Things go so fast. But if you don't want to talk about politics or things in the realm of political whatever, you can click off now, watch a past video, comment, subscribe, watch a clip, watch a short. But if you want to get down to it, we're not gonna get too whatever, but we are gonna talk about some things that happen. Not specifically about the striking and everything like that, but I'd like to talk about how the funny content coming out of it, not actually seeing, the destroyed buildings and dead people funny, but the memes, the humorous shorts, the clips, all that coming from the idea of like, hey, we're about to get in World War III. Oh, the apocalypse is coming. Are you guys ready? This and that, and all these different sorts of memes and clips and stuff coming out. And I think that is awesome, in my opinion, because humanity's always cracking jokes. We're always smirking. We're always laughing about something. And I think that gives me a little hope. The idea that humor, the day we stop laughing and start just crying is to know when we're cooked. But if we can still identify the problem, make fun of the problem, and understand that it's still a problem, that's good. Versus like being so hopeless, so down in the dirt that you can't laugh anymore. That's the shoe mine of defeat. It's like being tortured in a POW camp and they're fucking you up, but every single day you're still cracking jokes and you're still laughing at them. The day you stop laughing at all the torture and the mayhem, that's when they won because they broke you.
You know what you're describing? I just realized because I just realized how that relates to myself and why I am the way I am with stuff like that.
Okay.
2 words, baby. Mental illness. Okay?
Mental illness.
It is real. It is real. Did it just get cloudy? I feel like the light just changed. Anyway,
because we were talking about mental illness.
True. Yeah, the mental illness is real in this country, and like I know what I was thinking is like, yeah, I'm a crazy person, so like I acknowledge that like in bad situations I get real weird, you know, in a way that management tends not to like, you know what I mean, like and I think that's what it is. People just not like I saw a meme recently that spoke to me for real.
A meme that spoke to you.
It spoke to me, and I thought of you actually.
What about me?
It said, if I get drafted, you better believe I'm signing my homie's name and drafting his ass with me, and I'll tell you why. Because there's no fucking way I'm queuing up in that lobby with all randoms. All right, there's no way. There's no way I'm queuing with randoms. You kidding me? No. I need at least a duo. You know what I mean? I preferably a full stack, but you know what I mean. I'd preferably stack the fuck up, baby. But no, you know what I mean. There's no way I ain't going in there without a duo.
If you and your homies are drafted, that's not too bad.
I wonder. Now I think about it, I'm surprised the military doesn't. Maybe they do. I don't know. Encourage that kind of shit more, because like. If you think about it, like...
You know why? Because duty stations and shit like that, everyone gets transferred off, so the likelihood of you just being like, you and your friends being transferred together sounds good in likelihood, but no, it's like you're going to get transferred to where you need to be transferred to.
Did you hear about why the Spartans used to fuck each other? I think it was the Spartans. Was it the Spartans? I think so. The Spartans or the Romans, one of them?
One of the Greek...
The old motherfuckers?
I don't know why. I thought they were just lonely and, you know, you're with, you know... Leonidas' ripped ass.
Yeah, true.
And you ain't want to feel like, let me get them cheeks. Goddamn it, you look so good.
It's probably some of that, but a lot of it, the belief of it, is that you'll never.
Is this what you and the cum buddies used to talk about?
Cum buddies?
The fucking jerk off crew or whatever the fuck.
Oh, in middle school. Okay,
yeah, middle school. I thought you were saying, whoa, wild.
Yeah, no. That's what?
Whatever, the jerk off crew.
Yeah. The middle school gang.
The cum buddies?
Yeah.
That's what y'all were talking about, skeet and shit.
I thought you were talking about cum town for a minute. I'm like, I thought you were saying like, is that what they're talking about in that cum town? I'm like, what? No, like basically the premise is like, the best thing that could ever happen really is like some of y'all falling in love, because nobody will fight harder for the man next to them like you'll never fight harder than like for your lover.
That sounds like big Spartan propaganda to me.
You know, probably, but I get it. Like,
I just think they were lonely.
Like I get you have duty, but like duty. Like I'd be a lot more willing. Like I'd be a lot more willing to like run into enemy fire like for you than like for the motherfucker I met last week at boot camp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like both of which have like a duty to them, but one of them is like instinctual, emotional. I gotta save my boy.
Yeah.
Then it is like this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like this motherfucker is doing it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's out there again. Look at him. You know what I mean? You know, and yeah, I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the government, with the way Gen Z is trying to get, they're trying anything to get the motherfuckers to sign up. You know what I mean?
I know the government's using like e-girls and stuff like that to help produce content, and
bro, look,
it's fun.
Yeah, low key that Israeli propaganda with those IDF girls looking good as fuck. That shit works. Same thing with the Ukrainians. So the videos of the Ukrainian bitches, fine ass Ukrainian bitches in the uniforms. God damn, bro. Sign me up.
Sign me up.
You know what I mean? Jesus.
But yeah, you're not a fan of the humor throughout these hard times? Because I'm big humor.
Oh, no, I am.
So you are a fan?
No, I am. No, 100%. I'm saying that, like, not only am I a fan of it, I active participant. And, you know, I think it's because of mental illness. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not.
So you think the mental illness is why we laugh?
For sure. Yeah. Because it's not normal. It's not normal to be laughing at a funeral, right? But it is in my family. You know what I mean? In my family, it is.
No, I think it just depends. But putting all under the umbrella of like how laughing through hard times is part of mental illness. I feel like now it's like I want to like pick your brain. Like, what is normal to you?
You should be mourning. You know, like you should be reflecting and like
you can't that's why people call funeral celebrations of life, not like. No, you're rolling your eyes because that's what. At least I can't speak for about Puerto Rican funerals and stuff like that. Maybe Puerto Rican funerals are full of misery and sorrow, but at least for most funerals, people want to have the mourning and sorrow, but we don't want our loved ones' last memories to just be all sad. That's why there's joy in it. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you right
to
now.
laugh and stuff like that versus like if you laugh through pain, that's just mental illness. It just feels like it's good.
Yeah.
It's laugh, smile.
I agree, but like I've been unfortunately to a lot of funerals, and
Same
all
here.
the ones in my family are always different than the ones outside of it. The ones outside of it have an energy of like, oh, the shit, this is serious as fuck right now, you know, which like it is. But in my family, it's a lot of, it's to this day, if a funeral happens, everyone gets a pep talk outside of the funeral home of, you better fucking watch your mouth, you know, you better be quiet, you know, don't be fucking keying in this motherfucker, you know what I mean? It's always like your parents give you a rundown, you're like, yeah, and then you see your cousins, and you're like, my man, you know what I mean? And then it's like you haven't seen them in forever, you know what I mean? And then you're hanging out with your cousins.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, y'all, I agree, you know.
But again,
y'all
not
are
mental
kikiing in the back.
illness. It's just. It's a normal Jay, you gotta look at me, buddy. Not everything's mental illness.
I don't know about that. It's a like we should be focusing on that, but instead we're talking about like, I mean, I see what you mean. My point is that like there's a time and place, right? Like the first instinct should be mourning, and then you laugh at it later, right? Puerto
It just
Ricans
feels
and
like
shit.
you're putting too much what's normal mourning and what's normal. It feels too restrictive. Honestly, it feels too corporate to me when you look at somebody's life and look at like what's a normal reaction and what's not. You know what I mean?
Well, like I'll give you an example. If someone falls hard and hurts themselves, like actually, right? Like your first instinct shouldn't be to laugh. It's mine. And then I'll help you. But your first instinct should be to help first. And then later to be like, that was kind of funny. Maybe, right? I will always laugh first. And then be like, okay, all right, actually, are you really hurt? All right. You know what I mean? And then, you know, but like, I don't think that's like that's, hopefully it shouldn't be like a normal human reaction to just like laugh at tragedy first and then do something about it.
I think,
you know what I mean?
And again, what brings it back to this point of the idea of laughing through apocalyptic situation, laughing through the scenario of might be going into World War III or COVID or whatever, laughing through it, identifying the problem, laughing, and then still realizing it's a problem. You know what I mean? The idea to hope bring dialogue on a solution or bring dialogue about how to get past this. But it's, again, that laughing and acknowledgement. If it was all just laughter and just nothing being done about it or not realizing it's a problem, then I would say that's like mental illness. Then that's some red flag stuff. But if it's laughing and still realizing that it's a problem and realizing having that dialogue in the comments or with your friends or family about how this really fucking sucks, but we are gonna laugh about it, that's not mental illness. That's rationalizing. That's survival, baby. That is survival.
I agree, but my point is that, to your point, is that it's like a survival instinct developed from a reaction to trauma that caused a mental illness to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like our country, like especially our generation, bro. Like we can't take shit serious because we already lived through 3 recessions, a 9/11, 2 wars. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, World War III ain't serious to us. You know, when 9/11 happened, it was serious as a fucking heart attack. You know what I mean? You weren't allowed to make jokes about 9/11 day one, right? Unless you were maybe Ari Shaffir or something. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers tried to pull it off, but you know what I mean? Like, we used to have what I guess this is considered decorum. We used to have decorum in this country, right? We used to be a proper country. You know what I mean? We don't anymore. Like it's like jokes day one, jokes minute one. You know what I mean? Like which I prefer this twisted Harley Quinn Joker world that we're in. You know what I mean? That this is great for me, but I think maybe bad for society as a whole and maybe like our future. You know what I mean? Like imagine our generation or younger in Congress calling people like head ass motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like,
the day's coming.
You know, like, do you remember? I think I talked about this an episode or two ago. Do you remember the video I told you about with the fuck? I always forget her name. I think you know her name.
I think so too, but I'm gonna let you.
The black congresswoman that got in
Representative Jasmine Crockett, the GOAT.
That's her
Continue.
name. Yes, the one who told Marjorie Taylor Greene she a bad body bitch and not in a good way. That shit was hilarious.
Representative Jasmine Crockett.
Yeah.
She is the GOAT.
I love her. Yeah, she's great. To be fair, I only know like 2 congressmen's names. All right, Bernie Sanders and AOC.
That's all you.
That's it.
That's pretty
all
much
I know.
all you know. The rest, there's some good and there's some bad.
Right. And while she was talking, she was going on a speech, she was popping off at one point. She was in the middle of talking, and somebody put the fire alarm every now and then while she was talking. That shit's fucking hilarious, but it's so inappropriate. You know what I mean? Like it's so wrong, and it's such a classic example of like
that beep shit. I've heard you talk about this video multiple times, and I've only seen the only person I've seen actually do this is actually Charlie Kirk's dumb fuckhead. He was at like New York and he was in the middle of Times Square, and the moment he was taking a little selfie videos in Times Square, and there was a woman up, like a statue of a black woman, and as soon as he went past the statue of the black woman, he played a little and I was like, that is that right-wing conservative humor. Like that's have been their like subtle way to laugh at black people without not like overtly doing it like they always do. That's been their like subtle little cheeky.
Well, because it is like the reason why I do feel like it's almost innocent, because it's like it doesn't mean anything, right? Like there's no bigger.
Out of all the racist shit that conservatives do, it is the most harmless.
Right. Yeah. There's no like bigger implication, right? With that.
It's
just
like a laziness to not change.
Yeah.
It's very harmless. Out of all the other shit they've done and said about my people, it's the
our people, right?
Our people.
But yeah, no, I agree. It's pretty harmless, but I love it, dude. I think that's such a fucking funny joke. Me and my buddy were talking about this last night, and I was like, playing devil's advocate.
You and your black buddy?
Huh?
You and your black buddy were talking about this, or
what? I can't hear you. There's a what? So the anyway, me and my buddy were talking about this, and
you good, bro?
Yeah. Anyway, we were talking about this, and I was saying, like, you know, playing devil's advocate, it is hilarious to imagine like somebody being like, "Ma'am, you gotta change like the batteries in that, right? Like you're gonna like it's dangerous, like you're gonna die." And the instinctual reaction of like, "Oh yeah, well if the battery's dead, how come it making noise, huh? How come it making noise, right? See, they're just trying to get you to buy more batteries, right? That shit worked fine. That's why it's beeping." It's like. I see what you mean.
I see what you mean.
I see where you're coming from here, lady. Right? I get it. But I think that's like, yeah, fair enough. And I don't know if that is the mindset. I don't know if that is like what people think. But I don't know. That shit is a hilarious aspect of, and it isn't just black culture. Like, you ever watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Really?
No.
Oh, you gotta. I love that show. There's an episode where they all go to they kind of get tired of the city, and they're like, why are we here? And they move to the suburbs, and they fucking hate it. And one of the recurring jokes is they're in the house, and every now and then you just hear, and they're like, where is that coming from? And they just like can't figure out the entire episode why this house keeps beeping, and it's I don't think it's just a black thing, but it is funny that it's become like a black thing. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. Well, that's going to conclude this episode. You got any closing thoughts for this episode?
Enjoy. I hope you enjoyed your 4th of July, or I hope you do enjoy your 4th of July when this comes out. Probably, I hope you did enjoy. And we're going to be doing some cool stuff this summer.
Hopefully.
Keep an eye out for it.
If audio and visual and everything goes well, we should have some good things going on.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe.
And always remember, folks, fuck bitches, get money,
You know it.
and have fun doing it.